Hey guys, Hillbilly Dude here, and I thought maybe today I'd come out and do a quick demo on how to use one of these fire steels. Okay, these things are really simple to use and they're really affordable. I think I bought this for $6 or $7 at Academy. This is made by Light My Fire, and Light My Fire makes a lot of different variations of this, but this is just a basic fire steel. There's nothing to it. They're really easy to use, so I recommend everybody buys at least one of these and keeps them in all of your bug out bags and survival kits as an alternative to matches and lighters. I do recommend you carry matches and lighters because they're a little more convenient in an emergency situation, and they work a little faster, but they can fail. You know, matches are one-time use, and if they get wet, they're no good. Lighters can break or the fuel can evaporate. These things, however, they work when they're wet, and they have a lot longer lifetime than matches or lighters. You can strike these thousands of times, and every time it's going to produce good sparks that you can use to build a fire. So I'm going to kind of show you what I got going on here. I do have a little tinder bundle that I made, and it's just made out of some cedar bark and grass, and then I have an assortment of small twigs for kindling once I get a fire going. So I'm just going to try to set the camera down maybe where you can see it, and then I'm going to demonstrate how these things work. Alright, and let me just start off by saying, yes, I do realize I have a rip in my jeans. Alright guys, so these things are really easy to use. All you got to do is you got your ferrocene rod, and you got this little striker which is made out of a high carbon steel. And what you want to do, what I do personally, is I hold the rod steady in my left hand, and then I take my striker in my right hand because I'm right-handed. Alright, and I just run that across the rod and it throws a spark. Some people like to hold this steady and they pull the rod back and it sparks, and I've seen a lot of people do that. I honestly prefer holding the rod steady and brushing that forward, but it's whatever you like to do, whatever works best for you. Alright, so I'm just gonna take this little bird's nest I've made, and I'm gonna stick the tip of this bad boy down in there and try to get a spark to take light. There we go, it went out. These things are pretty easy. It doesn't take too much to get a fire going. If you've ever used a welder or a cutting torch, you realize just how fast things can catch on fire from sparks. So you don't want to underestimate these at all. Okay. Nothing to it but to do it. Simple as that. Always make sure you have plenty of small twigs and stuff for kindling once you get a fire going, because that's one of the biggest mistakes is you focus too much on your tinder, and once you do get a spark to go into a flame, you don't have enough fuel to feed your fire and it goes out. Okay, so that's how that works. It's really easy. There's not much to it. I would recommend looking into Light My Fire. I have several different kinds of this brand, and they've all been really good, and they're all affordable and easy to use. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope that helped.